Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review, and today I will be doing my final sample impression review of a Michael Malul fragrance, and this one is Citizen Jack Open Road. So if you're familiar with Michael Malul, you might know that there are actually, I believe, 3 different Citizen Jack fragrances in the lineup. This one's called Open Road. Came out in 2020, and the note from the house, brave and adventurous, timeless and enduring. Citizen Jack was inspired by the rugged freedom of an open road. A tart, citrusy ginger scent combined with the aroma of juniper berries and warmed with final notes of vanilla and tonka. Top notes citruses and ginger, middle notes of juniper berries, base notes of vanilla and tonka bean. So this one, well, what I'm getting here mostly is the vanilla and tonka bean aspect here. And if you're familiar with men's fragrances, there's no shortage of tonka bean laden fragrances in the men's market. And this is another one to consider, I suppose. So it does have a very familiar quality to it because of that tonka bean heaviness. Now tonka bean has a natural spicy edge to it, I believe, more so than vanilla, but there's also some ginger in here to add a little bit of spice to the mix as well. The citruses here don't really stand out to my nose. I was expecting something, at least in the opening, to be bright and citrusy, and then eventually warmed up with the sweetness of tonka bean and vanilla. To me, the citrus here just kind of freshens up the effect of the tonka bean vanilla. And the juniper berry does give it a slight invigorating, uplifting quality as well to make it more versatile, I think, because I think tonka bean vanilla is normally associated with fall, winter, but I think this one, because of the citrus and juniper berry, could be more versatile and worn year-round. So that's pretty much it for this one. I know Dave at Fragrance Bros said he got sort of a rubberized aspect from it, similar to Bulgari Black, and I can see where he's coming from there. Does kind of remind you of that smell of the rubber on the pavement, kind of an effect you get from Bulgari Black. So you get some of that. I would argue maybe a little bit of a star anise / licorice aspect here as well. Just a little bit of that as well to add some of that mysteriousness as well. For me, though, it's pretty much run-of-the-mill. One of those fragrances that smells very familiar. I know Red Adolescence compared it with Prada Sport, and like I said, Bulgari Black was mentioned by Daver. So it's one of those fragrances that's going to remind you of a lot of other fragrances. Doesn't have a lot of unique edge to it to make it stand out from the pack. So for me, it's okay, but not something that I would get too excited about, especially now that I've tried so many other fragrances. But if you're just looking for a run-of-the-mill tonka bean vanilla type fragrance with some uplifting edge to it, this one could work. Check it out. Try to get the sample pack if you can. See what you think. So final scores on this one. The smell, I'm going to say 7 out of 10. It's a nice, sweet, spicy smell, and I enjoy the smell. It's not bad. Projection longevity, let's say 4 to 6 hours. So we'll say 7.5 out of 10 for the projection longevity. And you expect tonka bean fragrances to usually perform relatively well in that regard. Versatility, I'll say 7 out of 10 because I think it does work pretty well for pretty much any season because of the freshness of the juniper berry and the citrus, even though it's not overtly citrusy to my nose, but more of that tonka bean vanilla effect overall. Uniqueness, I'm going to say 5 out of 10. I didn't pick up on anything too interesting and unique here. Price point, 3.4 ounce bottle, $89.95. So, they do run a bit high at the website, but I've seen other websites that sell them at lower prices. And of course, some reviewers like Steven have coupon codes that will give you a better price. Overall, we'll say 6 out of 10 here. If you like tonka bean vanilla, you'll probably like this one. But I'm struggling to find anything too unique and different here to make it worth my time at this point, based on one wearing, and it was just one wearing for me because the sample seems to have leaked out a little bit, so I only got one wearing out of this one, unfortunately. So that's my thoughts on this one based on one wearing from the sample, Citizen Jack Open Road. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.